LEGO Movie 2 video game walkthrough. This is going to be the second to last video for this walkthrough, and not only is that a little bit annoying just because the game is really short and the game is not very good, but luckily if you're gonna have a bad game, at least make it short, right? But I was hoping I'd have usually around 15 videos to upload, and with my one-a-day video schedule, that usually means almost 2 weeks of uploads, right? Normally I upload LEGO games faster than that. I don't think I'll be uploading this one faster though. But anyway, I think I only wind up with like 9 or 10 videos, so I'm gonna have to find something else to record pretty quick here. And I think I'll probably go back to Tropical Freeze, and then I'll also maybe go back to Heavenly Sword. I've been wanting to do Heavenly Sword for a while now, so we'll see. I'll come up with something. There's a couple of games coming out soon too that might be a lot of fun to play, but we'll find out. So the thing we're going to be doing in this level is what we were doing in the last video, which is filling up with a train with a lot of bricks so it can feel like it has a purpose in life, something that I have not quite found yet. And we'll want to climb up the crane controller. This video is going to be filled with tongue twisters, by the way. And we're going to open up the wall so we can generate power underneath the crane controller, but I built the bouncer instead of the generator, so we'll want to destroy that, which you can do just by pushing X when you are trying to build something on top of it. Build the correct thing, which is the generator, and then he'll wake up and let us actually control the crane. Now this bugged me because in previous LEGO games you actually had somewhat decent control over stuff like this, meaning you are the one who had to pick the object up and then you had to put it down. But here, all we do is throw Metal Beard on it, and then the game does everything for us. We just kind of sit around for the ride. So we move the analog stick to the right, and the game does everything else. I don't really know why I couldn't have moved the crane myself and then like pushed A to pick it up, and then moved it back, and then pushed A to set it down again. That's still pretty automatic, but at least it feels like I'm doing something compared to that where I'm literally doing nothing. Anyway, that will free up the roadway, and the boss will be coming up in this level. I liked the boss here. It reminded me of... I can't believe I'm saying this, but it was the game on the GameCube, the SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom, that came out years and years and years ago. And there was a boss where you fought Patrick, and I always got stuck on that because I can't remember. I was really young when I played that game, but I just cannot remember that boss. I always got stuck on, and that's what this upcoming boss reminds me of, except I didn't get stuck on it because it's a LEGO game, not some Nickelodeon early 2000s game. Anyway, there's a chest over in the cave to the right you can go grab if you want. We are currently at 15 out of 16 Master Builder bricks, so we are good to go in that regard. We don't have to worry about collecting anymore. The quest will solve us there. We will want to talk to this guy yet again. He will have us climb up onto the platform to the left. We'll need to build a bouncer, not a generator this time, and that will fill up his second train cart. And then we'll head on over toward that tooth gate that we saw and get into the third and final area that will, well, I guess it's like the fourth or fifth area now. But anyway, the final area that will give us access to the boss fight too. And most of the bosses were very, very haphazardly thrown into the game. They made no sense, they did not flow at all, and just felt out of place. None were nearly as out of place feeling as this boss, though. Now, kind of a squid thing sitting in sludge in a junkyard makes a lot more sense than a giant salamander sitting on top of a tree, eating spiky fruit, or a strange giraffe-looking thing thinking clouds are ice cream, but it still just was kind of out of nowhere, like, huh, why is that guy there? I don't know. Well, you'll see what I mean in a second, probably. Okay, so I'm gonna get in front of the train, let it drag me along, and this will glitch the camera all over the place, but don't worry, I am still intact, and I'm still surprised. Like, I genuinely am amazed at how glitchless this game seems to be, at least for the main quest. I'm sure glitches are readily available if you look for them, but I didn't run into anything major that I can remember when I was playing through this game, and that usually doesn't happen with a LEGO game, so at least they made it somewhat solid when it comes to the technical side, I guess, although I read some Steam reviews and they did complain about a couple of glitches, so they must exist, but Anyway, that's going to fill in the final cart of the train. And then when we think we're done, we can get our 16th Master Builder Brick too. The boss is going to show up. And you know, I was wondering if they would at any point have a boss that didn't look like a 2-year-old made it, and the answer to that is no, not yet. And again, I understand it's for younger audiences. I do completely understand that. I don't understand that, though. That's like Duplo, not Lego. I don't... Anyway, we need to transfer the poison reservoir on over to the boss with his arm or tentacle thing that is sucking in the bricks, and when he sucks in the poisonous gas ones, that's going to kind of throw him off and allow us to climb him. Now that I think about it, I think we do have to fight this guy 3 times. We'll find out after we do it once. But his tentacle is going to come on down here, and we'll just want to jump on up and go all the way up as far as it'll let us, and then we can jump onto the right side here. And then we'll be able to jump onto his other tentacle and wait for the poison oil to come on out. It's probably not poison, it's probably just smoking hot boiling oil. And then we'll jump on up here, and don't do anything when you're up here. You might think you have to go into his arm there, but nope, that is not true. Just wait for his other tentacle to swing around, and then we'll get onto his head finally. So once we finally get to the point where we can actually damage the boss, it's going to be exactly the same as everyone before. Just wait for the whack-a-mole things to show up and hit them until they disappear, and then his flower petals will fall off. But I think this boss is a little bit different. We'll see here. And then we'll wait for more of the oil to go through. And it's stuff like this that just keeps reminding me this could have been a somewhat entertaining platformer had it not been such a Lego game platformer. I think they were pretty creative with how you get around some of these creatures. It's kind of cool. It's just sad that it had to be in this game. Anyway, we're going to hit 2 of those whack-a-moles, and the boss is going to get a little bit angry with us. He's going to swing around and then let us hit a few more of his whack-a-moles. So we're not actually damaging the boss here yet. We are hurting him, of course, but it's not doing the actual, progress damage. And then he's going to knock us off. And I believe... Is this the part? I think this is where something really funny happens, because we're going to start skydiving. It looks like I'm not going to land on the platform, right? Well, you'd be right. I didn't. I fell right in between the 2 platforms and died. Oh, that's just funny. So that's going to zoom in on that platform way over there, and that means we're going to have to get on that direction. Now, if you notice... we're not actually going to be able to get there yet. We are going to have to do a little bit of work. So this guy's going to spit some of his trash onto us, and it's going to insta-kill you if you let that happen. We're also going to find more of this poison that we'll want to move on over to the left side, but just kind of to demonstrate, I wanted you to see that you can't continue on to the right. We can see that sparkly... reservoir of Lego bricks over there that we need, but we can't really do anything about it yet. And I probably should have cut this part off because I'm not really doing what I'm supposed to be doing, but what we need to do is move this poisonous, there we go, we need to move this poison brick back onto the left side so he can suck it in with his tentacle way to the left there. And you're going to have to make sure that you time your jump so you go in between him spitting out some of the trash so he doesn't kill you. And here, even if you stand, okay, don't die there, but sometimes if you stand even that close to the platform, it will kill you. It's kind of annoying. I don't really know why it's one hit. Like right there, I wasn't really near it, but it killed me anyway. And we'll just want to keep spinning the platform over. Now if you notice, there's going to be this button with the shield, and that's going to come into play here in a minute. So he's going to suck up this, but he's actually going to realize, no, I'm not that stupid, something that Salamander Boss could not really do. And he's going to put it down and then get angry at us and start spitting some of the oil in our direction. Now the oil is, again, boiling oil, and if it kills us or if it hits us, it's going to kill us immediately. So we'll want to use the shields and the walls here to make sure that we can avoid it. And I found that just to kind of keep your momentum, if you spin in a circle while you're doing that, it'll be a little bit better for you, just so you don't have to deal with the, oh, I'm really slow, and then I speed up kind of walking that they do in this game for some strange reason. So that platform on our right did not have a shield. We'll just step on the button to fix that, and then we're going to have to do that again over here. And then we can run on over until we get to the sparkly bricks. So he's going to inhale these things, and I don't really know what those do to him. I don't know if they make him high or if they... I don't really know what those are supposed to be. So the poison one makes sense, but those ones just kind of stun him for some reason. And then we can jump onto his tentacle here and work our way over toward his body. And beneath is going to be the whack-a-mole that we so know and love right now. We'll just want to hit him until all of the flower petals fall off, and that's gonna pretty much be it for the boss. That's also it for the second to last level. The final one is coming up, and I will see you in that video.
With that little distraction out of the way, it seemed like the end was finally in sight. We just had to transport the remaining pieces to the Stairgate portal.
For the way.